All right. We are here. What's up, Bernard? How you doing, N? How are we doing? N, you're ready for a pump? I think everybody wants a pump. I think everybody wants that. I'll say Bitcoin on the 5-minute chart looks interesting. I think it's going to fall, though. Let's see what the 1 hour looks like.
No, I'm 1 to 6 tomorrow.
Okay.
And then this week I am 1 to 6 again on Friday.
Oh, okay. Alright. Up or down? Well, a minute ago I thought we were going down, but the bulls managed to push this thing back above our trend. So now I think I'm going to get stopped out. I'm currently in 150x short on Bitcoin. I was looking for this move to the downside. It's just not happening right now, but we're going to leave it open. I'll get stopped out. I don't really care. But yeah, interesting little night here. So, let's get rid of all this. Get rid of the noise. Yeah, it looks like we're getting faked out to the downside, which might be a really good opportunity for the bulls to push this price up. See, here I was thinking they were going to try and sell this thing off. Crazy. So it looks like to come down to 150.5. Yeah, maybe. That's on the list today. We're going to look at that. No worries. But, yeah. Bitcoin looks interesting. Let's check it out on the weekly real fast. Checking the weekly. Weekly. I don't really like the weekly either. Actually, let's check the Coinbase chart. Yeah, that's kind of a nasty weekly candle. I don't like this. That shows a lot of indecision. Yes, the bulls came to push this price up, but they were incapable of getting much higher than our previous week low on the bearish engulfing. That doesn't really leave me too confident in this price action at the moment. It feels like it would pull back. I don't know. It's a weird little situation here. 9 viewers and 1 like when I tune in. Yeah, absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. We don't get likes anymore, so this might be a short stream. Now it's 12. Yeah, now we got 12. You're the 12th one, man. Yeah, so Bitcoin on the weekly. I don't know. I have my concerns. Technically speaking, we should be able to make it all the way up to 146,864. But also remember, it's June. It is June. This is weekend price or not weekend. This is summertime price action. Summertime price action can get a little bit wonky, a little weird, just because normally the volume is a lot lower. So if market makers and whales want to manipulate the price a bit, they can. I always hit the like when I come in. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. So yeah, Bitcoin on the weekly, lot left to be desired. Bitcoin on the daily though, daily, I don't really like where it's at all. I don't like the relative strength. I don't like this at all. Oh no. What I'm seeing here on the daily for Bitcoin is this level is acting as major resistance. Right there. There's a nice little gap right here in price action, and you've already bearishly backtested it twice. There is an argument now for a lot further downside. Huh. I didn't see this earlier. So we really do need to break back above that. We're going to get our answer in the next couple days here by the 14th. If we're going to break out or break down. Maybe it happens tomorrow, who knows. But man, I don't like this look. This is a really bad look. So if we were to pull back, let's just get the bearish case out of the way. If we were to pull back, we would be looking at coming back down to this 93,022 level, likely to test 91,913. We are a bit away from our uptrend, so it would kind of make sense to bleed down back toward the trend line. Interesting. It has set higher highs on low time frames. Well, low time frames are insignificant, remember? The daily and the weekly, they're really going to play a huge role when it comes to Bitcoin's price action. And you're staring at the Bitcoin daily price action. Yo, what's up, JB? How you doing? Hoover, what is up? How you doing? How you doing? Like, for instance, my short might be in trouble right now because I'm on 150x. But if I were to put a stop loss above this little box here, I'd probably be sitting pretty, with the idea of over time coming down here. Based off what I'm seeing right this moment, right this second. Your relative strength just got into that neutral territory, so it could go up, it could go down. The monthly is gospel. The monthly, that takes a long time. Long time to play out. How you doing, Jim? But yeah, here's the possibility here. 11% downside is possible. It's pump time. It definitely could go up. Definitely could go up. It's probably going to stop me out on my trade. Like, let's be serious here. It's probably about to stop me out. I'm down 22%. So, very likely I get stopped out here. Could start going up, but the daily, it has me worried, guys. It has me worried. I understand everybody wants to be hyper bullish all the time, but let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Check out the 4 hour. Even your 4 hour looks terrible. Damn it. You have hidden bearish divergence with the mildly lower high. You're getting buy signals all the way up here, but it's like, are they going to stay as buy signals? Or are we going to start getting some sell signals? Yeah, this to me does not look good. I don't like this. We need to get a higher low. Do we have bullish divergence? We don't even have bullish divergence. We got oversold, we got a bounce, found resistance, we're starting to roll over. I don't like Bitcoin's price action right now. I don't like that. I didn't look at it on the higher time frame, so this is all new to me, so bear with me, guys. I had the kids all day and rough times. A toddler and an infant. The infant wants to be held all the time. Toddler just wants to run amok. It's rough. I almost didn't make it, guys. I almost didn't make it. Your 1 hour showing signs that it wants to keep on going up. Yeah, this is weird. This is weird to me. If I get stopped out of my trade, I'm probably not going to enter any other trades on Bitcoin tonight. I feel like it's just saying staying close to the CME gap. What's that gap look like? Oh, there's the gap. Yeah, I guess it is holding pretty close. Join the club. Toddlers are the worst. Yeah, and then I have my wife worried about, like, oh, she's not talking as much or something like that, so it's always fun to deal with on the back end. So I don't know if they want to cover the wick or if they're okay with covering the top of the wick. So I don't know if this gap really matters that much. I guess we're going to find out in the morning. Also, somebody on Twitter is looking at this as a head and shoulders pattern. Very easily can get invalidated. CME futures, it does look like on the daily it wants to push its way up. So that's kind of cool. The reason I can say that is because here's a downtrend that we actually broke out of. So, even if we come down, bullishly backtest, and then pop out of there, possibility. Very much a possibility. Looks like I'm not stopped out of my trade yet. Still making those lower highs on low time frames. Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. You mentioned low time frames, higher highs? I think that's why we stayed sideways this weekend, but who knows? I could be wrong. Yeah, it's a weird world we're in. Weird world we are in. So yeah, that's Bitcoin as a whole. It basically looks like we can go up, but if I was being objective here, I kind of would be looking for it to go down. Just like I mentioned in my static video from a few days ago. But yeah, that bearish backtest, that looks horrendous. I don't like that. Let's check out Ethereum. So yeah, Ethereum, kind of in the same boat. You had this level right here. It was trying to act as support, fell through, acted as resistance. Now you're below it, and it looks like you're starting to roll over. Ethereum might struggle to hold on to this bull flag. Just might. I mean, you did break an uptrend, and you've made consistent lower highs, especially on the daily. Consistent lower highs. So you need to break out of this trend right here. You are in a downtrend right now. Lower lows, lower highs. Higher highs since the 5th. Oh, got it. That's what you're talking about. On Bitcoin? But yeah, if this plays out to the downside, this could get nasty. Could get gross. Could get disturbing. I'd be looking for this blue box down here, or we stop just on top of it. Maybe we get down to 2,152. If we go bearish. We could still go bullish, guys. We could still go bullish. It just seems very uncertain right now. Because we lost a level of support. Now it looks like we're bearishly backtesting it. That doesn't bring me confidence. You know, I would like to see us move up, bullishly backtest, and then keep going. That would be nice. XRP. Yeah, XRP was weirdly bullish the other day. I didn't realize it popped up after a lower low. I had no idea. We're following global liquidity chart perfectly. If you watch Crypto Rover, he shows the overlay on M2 supply. Goes parabolic from here. Well, that'll be good. That would be good. I just feel like we're about to get some weird news this week or something that might cause us to go down a little bit before we go up. That's the thing. If he's looking at it from the M2 money supply, there could be a lagging factor there. And that lag could be up to a week. So it's like, we could dump all week, and then all of a sudden start skyrocketing the week after. But possibilities, man. Possibilities. But yeah, XRP, it looks like the stochastic's resetting itself while significantly lower. And we are bearishly backtesting the 50 simple. This doesn't look great to me. Also, you still have that hidden bearish divergence on the daily. I'm still camp with 58 cents. I'm still in that camp. I'm not leaving it. It's a nice place. We've got a creek. We got Bigfoot. We got Huz. It's nice. Yeah, the lag is taken into account. Oh, really? Interesting. All right. We'll see if he's right. We shall see if he's right. But yeah, the fact that we lost this uptrend, that's main worry that I have. We'll see. Yeah, we will see. We will see. What grass is all about? Sure. We can check out some grass. Ondo Mudang. Where's my boy Damien? For the 58 narrative pushback. It's not really a narrative. It's just what the chart's saying. You have hidden bearish divergence on the daily, and you have lower highs. It's not a narrative. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one calling for that. I am the only one in the crypto space calling for like 75 to 58 cents. when it gets down there, I'm going to get zero credit for it also. All I'm going to hear is, well, no one saw this coming. I shouldn't say when. It's if it gets down there. Because it's not set in stone, but it's just kind of like, are we ever going to backtest something? That'd be kind of cool. Alright, just a straight line, inefficient price action. And they're just feeding off these guys while it's still making lower highs. I'm sure it'll get resolved sooner or later. What's up, Trade Intuition? I'm the only one giving you shit for it. Yeah, that's fair. That's because as soon as I talk about XRP, it's like everybody just leaves. I see it. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I don't understand the hype for XRP, honestly. I really don't know. But what I see here is a lower high, higher relative strength, and the entire XRP army wants to ignore that, which is weird. So weird. Market always sells off Sunday night. I don't know why. Usually it's the beginning of a brand new week, so you know, it's kind of normal. Looks like FET's trying to catch some bids, so if I get stopped out of Bitcoin, who knows? Maybe we get bullish on FET. FET's like the only thing in this watch. Oh, and Floki and Alley Gold. Actually, I did like Alley Gold the other day. I really did like it. Anyways, let's check out Solana real quick. Solana's still in its downtrend. About to make a decision. Is it going up or going down? Yo, what's up, Jim? Yeah, Solana has an opportunity of greatness, but these lower lows, they really do know how to suck the fun out of the price action, you know? It's like, hey, we had an uptrend, we broke it, and we couldn't even bearishly backtest it. Now we're up against the downtrend once again, and we're finding sell pressure. Pimosa, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I like Solana at 128. I think that's a good place for it. It does have support where it's sitting, so there is that. Based off this little area right here, there's a lot of support. But I like it down here. So disappointed with this cycle. I was supposed to be picking out the color of your Lambo, but instead I'm picking out what flavor of ramen to eat. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. We also never backtested 99 cents for XRP. Maybe we'll go back to that. Been about 8 years. But who knows? That's true. Holding BTC and also covering calls for me tomorrow. Collecting some premium. Sweet. Love to hear it. Nice Pimosa. Nice. Oh boy. Oh boy. So yeah, if we do start getting bearish on Solana, could see a nice move down. If we get the breakout, I'd like to see this level backtested as support. That would give me a little confidence to try and go long. Noted, the long you'd be aiming at is like 244. It's kind of huge. So, kind of huge. Did I get stopped out yet? Not yet. Just waiting for this stop out to take place. I think it was only like a 2-to-1 trade though. I probably shouldn't have been taking that trade anyways. But oh well. Oh well. We live and we learn. We laugh and love. Simple money gets boring if you start figuring out price action in the asset. OTM looks more attractive over time. Interesting. Let's check out Sui here. So Sui, it's doing what I like. You had a downtrend, you broke out of the downtrend, now you're trying to hold support. This is what I like. Also, Sui's doing something weird, kind of like XRP did something weird. XRP did it in the inverse. So Sui just got a golden cross on the daily. But it's below. It's 200 and it's 50. That's really odd. It's a really odd price action. I don't understand it. Are they faking us out to the downside, or is this actually bearish? If we do move to the upside, we're looking for $5.69. But if we go down, you have support at $2.34. See how weird this market is? How are we getting golden crosses below our 200? How does that happen? The death cross over here made sense. We were well below the 200. This golden cross makes absolutely no sense. What are we doing? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Guys, BTC is at 105k. Nice. I entered a BTC short also about an hour ago. It's really close to your stop loss. Oh well, waiting for a scalp trade, but been busy. Any suggestions with coins with volume? Coins with volume. Let's get a little quick refresh here. I'd like to look at ones that are trending. Looks like XRP. What the hell is that? Oh, looks like XRP BNB might have a lot of volume for you. Mask is trending. Maybe AVAX. Yeah, AVAX, 8 billion in market cap, might be good. Crypto Rover was showing the golden cross has recently caused a dump. First, then a big pump. Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I just know normally golden crosses, like, we're above the 200 when they happen. So the fact that we're below it, this was such aggressive selling pressure. It just seems, I don't know. The word starts with an M. I don't know. But yeah, XRP had its death cross while above the 200. It really weird situations here in the market. Really weird. These moving averages, they don't even know what to do. So if you ever wonder why it seems like it's really hard to read the charts, not even the moving averages know what's going on. Alright, so check out BNB. Don't like XRP, not even to trade. Yeah, I don't trade XRP either. I'm right there with you, trade. I'm right there with you. Check out ADA. ADA. What are we doing here? You gonna break out or what? Sheesh! We got a false breakout from this downtrend here. We created a new downtrend, and now we're below both of them. ADA struggling. Can I look at TMF? BBWI? CPI report this week, and jobless claims next week. Fed rate decision. So we have the CPI data. Oh, maybe that's why the market's acting all weird. We got CPI data. That makes a lot more sense. Regardless of the outcome, the market will dump. Well, eventually. BTC might get shaken out. Yeah, it just might. Did I get stopped out yet? Hold on, we're still in the trade? Wow, we're still in the trade. It got so close to my stop loss. Holy moly. Were they hunting? Jeez. I thought I got stopped out. I guess we're safe for one more trade. We're safe. Let's check in on pumpkin people. How we doing, pumpkin people? You guys don't ever chat. It's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame. But yeah, ADA, I mean, right now, I would be looking for support at 56.70. Let's see if we end up losing this level. Powell hikes rates. Bigger dump. Powell cuts rates. Dump anyway, but then bullish. That's true. Most of the time when the Fed does start cutting rates, so the rumor that's out there is the Fed's going to cut by a whole point. Or 100 points. Or a whole percentage. Whatever that is. And I think markets would actually dump off that. Like, if they cut an entire percent, I'm pretty sure the markets would dump before they start rallying. Because that would be a sign that something broke. So yeah, ADA right now, I could see it coming down to 56.70. Kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. It was so hopeful. It was so charismatic. It looked so good. And then it didn't. Losing this uptrend was probably the worst thing you could have done. The cuts will bring treasury bonds up, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Aren't the treasury bonds already up, though? Yo, what's up, me Damien? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I know it's like midnight for you, but you came in anyways. Appreciate you. Not too worried about bonds. Yield curve has been healing. Nice. Are we getting stopped now? No? Not yet? Okay. Alright. Just waiting. Just waiting for the doom. What was next? H-bar. Do I have that on this list? Damn it. I gotta type. Shit. H-bar. H-bar's trying to be bullish? Go figure. You still have that same hidden bearish divergence that XRP has, so I don't think it's going to be that bullish. You're going to have to contend with a downtrend here. You had a death cross recently. Your 200 starting to curl over on you. That could be the biggest problem. When that 200 starts to curl over, you know the momentum is coming down. It's like a wave of sell pressure that just hits the price action. It gets crazy. So if H-bar does lose this little box here, we could see it back down at 912. I know they had an announcement or something that I guess they're partnering up with XRP or something, but I don't think that's actually going to matter that much. You just had a spa day, and because I went after 8 p.m., they gave you $25 voucher on your next visit. That's sweet. It's like a discount. Love it. The FUD around bonds starting after the curve started uninverting out anyways. Interesting. Bonds been hurting. Think people were still buying gold and Bitcoin. Well, to be fair, if gold and Bitcoin are going to outperform your bond yields, there's no real point in having the bonds. Yo, what's up, Harry? Matthew, how you doing? How you doing? Been watching your TA the last few days. Appreciate the content. Matthew, thank you for the very kind comment. On days like today where I'm really tired, I usually, it's tough to be live. It's very tough to be live, especially when the market was going like sideways down. Ugh, hard to be live right now. You had people eyeing TLT for the last 2 months. Curve started healing after September rate cut. Cool. Alright, let's look at the last one. Let's look at Doge. Doge is broken out and sitting on top of a support. I kind of like Doge right now, even though it lost its uptrend. I kind of like it. And that's only because there's a support level here. That's literally the only reason. If you lose this support, though, you're going south for the winter. See you back at 14 cents. Now I like this. We made a mildly higher low as well, and look at that divergence. Look at this divergence. This is insanity. So you see this. If we can maintain our level on Doge, you have hidden bullish divergence. That's great. That is just wonderful. That slightly higher low with your relative strength fully resetting. Who knows? Maybe you can get up and bearishly backtest that 200 this time. Who knows? We're all hopeful. And Bitcoin, we are not stopped out still. Jesus. Crazy. This is acting as great resistance. So we'll know right away. We hear the beep. I lost 30% on the trade. It was a 2-to-1 trade, which I don't normally like to take 2-to-1 trades, but it looked good at the time. I was in profit for a little bit, and then I wasn't. So if we do see this, I was in profit for a very little bit of time, and then it was like, oh shit, we're about to pay Porky. Nah, let's get that thing out of there. So I didn't want much. I did not want much. 104,974. I feel like I wasn't being greedy, but hey, 150x. I guess we're being greedy. Can I take a look at Griffin? Sure. Did any coins pump today? Any bullish coins? Not that I saw. I was with children all day. Not that I saw. Griffin. We'll check. Actually, I haven't looked at the Griffin chart in a long time. I haven't looked at that in a long time. Let's go check out grass. If I do find a trade set up for your guys' requests, I'm probably going to take the trade. But I'm going to take my sweet time with going through these requests right now because I want to get into the nitty-gritty. I want to see what it's really doing. I should probably check in on the pumpkin people. Did anybody chat? Not at all. Okay, cool. So, look at honey. I don't know if I can trade that one per se, but we'll check it out. I'm holding some, but I don't know if I could trade it. Do 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 do. I guess we got a little pocket right here. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And just as an honorable mention, we'll throw this level in here as well because it is starting to act as resistance. Cool. So that's grass. Check out the daily. The daily doesn't look ideal. I'm going to say it doesn't look ideal. You want Pepe? We'll check out some Pepe. I think the swarm pumped earlier before it dumped. The swarm? I don't know what swarm is. I don't think I've ever heard of swarm. Well, you didn't hang on to that level now, did you? At least you're hanging on to that. I guess. It's still a higher low, so it qualifies. Barely. Oh. Yeah, so grass is consolidating. Just consolidating. Nothing special, nothing great. Just disgusting sideways consolidation. So maybe you get to figure out what this thing will do by September 23rd. Until then, it's just range bound. As it gets tighter and tighter, you get better opportunities. Da, 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 da. Are we actually still in that Bitcoin trade? Oh my god, we're still in the Bitcoin trade. This is how sideways things are, guys. I have an extremely tight stop loss on Bitcoin. 150x leverage. And we're not stopped out as it tried to rally. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, grass, what do we got here? What do we got? You are maintaining that downtrend like your life depends on it. My goodness. Oh, Swarm is an AI agent? Those things are weird. I don't understand how they pump so hard. Is it from people or is it from the agent doing something? Like that's the part that kind of bothers me. You're getting a significantly higher low on the 4 hour. There's a chance this busts to the upside and maybe you go up and test 253. 4 hour looks pretty decent for it. It also kind of looks bearish. Neither here nor there. You have two levels you're competing with. Here's one level you're bouncing off as support. And then you got this other annoying level up here that is more than likely going to act as resistance. If you can break above this and hold it as support, awesome. But right now, I would think you're going to be a little bit range bound because you are below the 200 simple on the 4 hour. Let's check the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, and even your 1 hour, your stochastic's resetting super fast. You had bullish divergence, so I'm thinking you're going to bounce around in here for a little bit before it makes any type of decision. Grass short term. How short we talking? You talking 5 minute time frame? Because that's kind of the only place you're going to make a trade right now. It looks so good for just going short. It looks really good for going short. You're right now getting that nice bearish backtest that you're kind of looking for. If you maintain a lower high with this significantly higher relative strength, you can ride this puppy straight into the ground. Gonna be absolutely amazing for downside. Downside potential for grass could be something like coming down to 178.37. Likely you're gonna get held up in this range, so I would be bearish on this, honestly. I'd be looking for anywhere between 6.39 and possibly 9.36% downside. That's what I'd be looking for. Noted, my entire tune changes instantly as soon as you break above this box and hold it as support. Very quickly, I flip from bearish to bullish. Yo, what's up, K? Say hey. How you doing? How you doing? Like to request CSCO. All right, I got you, Jim. CSCO. BTC getting bullish div on the 15 minute. Sweet. Love it. Hopefully things do go up. I hope all the bearishness that I'm looking at, it doesn't play out. I'm so sick and tired of like, hey, it looks really bearish. It makes half the move. It goes up, makes half the move to the upside to then go right back down. This range bound nonsense, ugh. That's all it is. It's nonsense. I hate it. It makes trading so much more difficult. And it's like, can we just get follow through in any direction? God dang. Then I start looking at, oh, okay, great. Let me just go play with meme coins. I don't want to do that. I would much prefer to trade the big boys. But if the big boys are going to act all weird and irrational, I don't want to trade them. Well, yeah, this is cool. Grass, I would be looking for shorts. Yeah, you did have a buy signal here. It's just you are running right into resistance. Checking out the chart in log scale for the monthly. I guess we can try. Log is always strange to me. I don't like it. I know there's some people that are like, but that's the only way you can look at it. I don't understand that way of thinking. Why would you need to look at a skewed chart? I don't get it. Maybe one day I'll understand. Just not today. It's not today. Alright, let's go look at Pepe. It's going to be a recap. Pepe. We did not make the 7%. We made it to, this is what I'm talking about. It almost made it to the measured move, and then it turned around. This is some BS. Log below weekly isn't helpful. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. It's probably why I don't understand it. Probably why. Oh. Well, that's not good. That now looks like a bearish backtest. Ooh. And you are right up against resistance from before. Let's check this out on the 1 hour. Oh. Oh, shit. Like, if we get rid of this and we just look at it on the 1 hour, where it stopped makes a lot more sense. Like, if you look at that, you wicked right up to it and you pulled right back. That's crazy. But you are putting in a higher low. So, the 7% still possible. Still possible. I've seen people try to use it on small time frames. It smooths volatility, which makes short-term trading pointless. Yeah, that makes sense. Just wanted to scalp. Oh, I got you. I gotcha. Yeah, you're getting a higher low right now. If the market can get bullish, I could see this thing going up. It's pretty substantial. More than likely, you're going to hit that 7% that I was looking at before. But you do have a downtrend that you should be able to test. Should. Doesn't mean you will. Trying to chart SPX 6900. Your first chart. I have trouble trying to figure out how to use the fib tool and how to do the box or support resistance. Can you help a brother out, please? Yeah, I'll do it on the next chart. But yes. So if you are bullish right now, which I'm leaning bearish, guys, but we do have this other weird uptrend we could be respecting. So there is a possibility of upside movement. I would think we're going to finish off this move, which could be a 6.15% move to the upside, or we take it all the way out here, could be a 12% move to the upside, possibly testing this downtrend. So Pepe doesn't really look bad yet, but if you lose that uptrend, it's going to look really bad really fast. Because it is a lower high, it is hidden bearish divergence, it's all the stuff you don't want. So the fact that you have two uptrends, I'm sure there's going to be some traders who get caught off guard on this one. I would say stay bullish until breakdown. Stay bullish till breakdown. If you break down out of this uptrend, then yeah, start looking at shorts. That where it could go short wise is pretty darn deep, so just keep that in mind. Oh, we still have a measured move all the way down here based off this price action right here. So if we get bearish, I would still be looking for this to play out. Another 27% downside. So yeah, that's what I see out of Pepe right now. 1 hour says you're going up. I'm sure the 15-minute disagrees. Looking at yep, here 15-minute disagreeing. You have bullish divergence low on your relative strength. However, your stochastic's very high. It's likely to want to reset. Also, you're getting a sell signal here. What joy it is to be in this market right now. What a joy. Gotta love the price action. Gotta love it. There's so much opportunity everywhere for market makers. Everybody else getting chopped up. CSCO. Alright, let's take it out to the monthly. Let's throw this baby into log. If I can remember where that is. Logarithmic. There we go. We are now in log. There is one cool, like the only cool thing about log. This, if you put it at, let's just say 200%, you can move this thing anywhere. It stays at 200%. That's kind of the cool part. That does not happen if you are doing it on any other time, like the regular time frame. Alright, this 5% played out. Did really well. It's pushing to the upside right now. Currently up 2.23%. Based off your monthly and this recent leg up, all this chatter, now you're pushing to the upside, you could very well see yourself getting up to 93.72. You are respecting this uptrend like a dream, and you broke out of a downtrend. So this is kind of really bullish. This is where you start seeing things go parabolic and crazy. You even got a bullish backtest on the monthly. Kind of wild. Kind of wild. Perfect touch. This is how you know there's an absolute crap ton of liquidity in here. It's so pretty. I mean, you got this like mild wick down to touch your 50 simple, and then you just took right off. So that looks fantastic. Alright, so to make the box, over here, right below, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth option down. Normally it's a brush, That's what you normally see. Just come down to rectangle, click on that, and then you can end up marking out where your support resistance is. So right here, this was acting as a support. Right here, it was acting as a resistance. So right now, right this second, you would end up making it just like this, bringing it across right here. Now noted, you don't need to have the midway point. You could get rid of it. You really don't need it. I just like to have it because the heart line usually helps for trading. If you're on the lower side of the heart line, you're basically going short. If you're on the upper side, you're going long. Thinking a breakout could come. But anyways, midline right there. You can bring it in, pull it out, do whatever you want. If you click on it, you can change the thickness. You can change if it's a solid line, dots, or more dots. But yeah, when it comes to making your fib, what you're focused on is when was the last pullback to the highs. So right now I decided to take the highest high, and that's where I'm basing this off of. Should I have gone probably to this high? Yeah, more than likely I should have right here. So we'd be looking at 90.76, but you know, neither here nor there. But if you were looking for a shorter time frame, you can see it very distinct where this trend started. You had a pullback, and you're starting to move now. For a shorter timeline, this would be like based off your weekly timeline. You'd be looking at this move, just getting you up to 80.77. So that's where you put the fibs. Whenever you look for support and resistance levels, all you're focused on is price changes. So coming where it says trend line here, come down to your horizontal line. So right now you can see this level here, major change to the upside. You held it as support, great, it's awesome. You can also look left, it wasn't touched any other time. The more touches the better, because then you know it's a real level. This thing is actually really strange. So it used the wick here as a resistance over here. So you can see it will be very hard for price to break below this level, because you have two levels of support and resistance very close together. So it makes it a lot harder. You're expecting more price action to be in between these two levels, a lot more buy orders, a lot more things to catch the price. So that's what you'd be focused on. And then when it comes to breakouts and things like that, really good rule of thumb is like, oh, what was your previous high? God dang it. What was your previous high? If you can break above that, well, then you're off to the races. You kind of have two levels here that were acting as major resistance. So currently you're about to go test those. If it decides to roll over and come down, okay, fine. You have an uptrend to work off of. But yeah. Okay, say hey, hopefully that helped you out. Even though I'm on the monthly, the rules stay the same. But normally if you're going to look for major support, crypto, you'd like to use the weekly, unless it's like Bitcoin or Ethereum, something that's been around for multiple years. But a lot of them just use the weekly. It's fine. What I can tell, Scope is at least trying now. New CEO company is prioritizing revenue generation via contracts. Probably since they reported zero revenue. Wow, that's really bad. What's up, DeCloser? How you doing? Sleep. Oh, one thing I don't want to talk about today. What's up, Steve? Do I have time? Take a look at ByDFi. Okay. Alright, we can do that. As long as I can find it on TradingView, we can do that. That's fine. Have we talked about them yet? No. I don't feel like talking about them. People are acting like idiots over it. I could not be bothered. Could not be bothered by that whole situation. Yeah, looking at your weekly, you have plenty of room to the upside. So yeah, Jim, this looks pretty darn solid. I'd be looking for that 90.76 to play out. We are still in the Bitcoin short, but Bitcoin's catching bids again. Go Bitcoin. Stop me out. Stop me out. You've been in CSCO for 27 years. Dang. You've been weirdly excited seeing it test this level. I mean, seriously? It's just been going up, dude. This thing came into inception in 1990 when I was born, February 1990? Oh my gosh. This company's barely older than me. I was born on the 28th. This thing was born on the 12th. Wow. It was a 35-year-old company. That's wild. That's actually wild. I need to write that down. ByRDE. Yeah, we'll see if we can find that. Alright, let's move on. What's next? Ondo. Ondo. I don't have it on there. Dang. Ondo. Not the chart I wanted. Alright. Well, if you look at Ondo on the weekly, I don't think I would actually want to buy this thing. That's kind of scary. Huh. I don't think I've ever looked at Ondo on the weekly. Alright, little recap from the other day. You could have went up 5%. You didn't. It didn't happen. You found resistance right at our little box. You found all the resistance. And now you're starting to sell. So if you do come down, it's going to be a long way down. 12% is what I'd be looking for. But if you go up, who knows? Maybe you get that whole 11% upside. We'll see what CPI data comes out as. And then that'll dictate the price because, you know, Wall Street has no idea of what inflation looks like. I wonder if they go walk into stores. You know, that's actually a real question. Do they walk into grocery stores? Because, you know, I think they could get a lot of data if they just went into a grocery store. They'd be like, wow, inflation's down. Things are cheaper. If only they lived like regular people. That'd probably help a lot. The fact that they can secure partnership contracts is a good sign with new leadership. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Company is trying to turn things around, throw some money at it. Do it. Do it. So yeah, that was a nice recap on Ondo. You're still making a higher low right now. So maybe you get that move to the upside. Maybe. Just need to stop sucking right now. Just stop sucking. Ondo, off your knees. Rise up, king. Jeez. Stop letting Diddy do that to you. Alright, Moodang. Moodang, maybe it's going to break out. If it does, we're looking for 23,321. You still will have this level of resistance to fight against, but maybe it breaks out. Who knows? You're currently maintaining higher lows. Let's see if the breakout comes. You already broke out of this local downtrend. Now you got the bigger downtrend to contend with. WTF, damn. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Rich. Are you talking about the amount of same requests every day? Same all the time. Same all the time. So I'm excited about Griffin. Griffin. We haven't looked at Griffin in months. So I'm actually excited to do TA on this one. So checking out Griffin. Wow, look at Griffin go. Look at that. Better than Peter. Better than Peter. You are holding support. Very thin line of support, too. Grocery. What a strange world. Can you check Deep Book, please? Hoover. What is Deep Book? Do you know the ticker for that? Is it just Deep? Or is it something else? Right now, Griffin looks absolutely fantastic on the daily. Looks great. I love it. You have a downtrend you're going to have to contend with, which is kind of cool, because you can keep consolidating in here for a while. You also have another level that could act as a resistance once you get up there, and that's this right here. You were unable to test it again. You're going to have some jackass all over Twitter calling this a head and shoulders pattern. I don't pay attention to head and shoulders, so I mean, sure, could be that. It's just deep. Got you. What happened to Mask? Did it pull like OM? No, Mask just kind of sticks around. People are still trying to develop on Mask. The problem is you get people who buy into Mask whenever it goes up, and then it just stops. So then all of a sudden, once it does finally go up again, people just start selling off like crazy. So Mask, it'll have its day again. We just don't know when it's coming. Bullish divergence on the 4 hour, looking good, trying to get that higher low. So by morning, you might actually have your answer for this one. You might get a nice move to the upside. You just might. Measured move right now, as long as you don't make a lower low, you could be aiming at 682, or maybe even testing that downtrend. So Griffin could see something like a 24, maybe even a 31% move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing on Griffin. I do like this. If you can maintain a support though, that'd be even better. You have two buy signals right now. All you got to do is do not cross this low right here at 513. Just don't cross that. As long as you don't cross it, things are going to be good. Everything's copacetic. Otherwise, this sell signal is going to stick and it's going to just force you back into this little box. And then there's going to be some idiot on Twitter. See, I called the head and shoulders. And they're going to think they're God. But, you know. Oh my goodness. You saw a repeating pattern. It happens all the time. I can guarantee you, this is not likely to happen. It's not likely. It's a possibility. It's just not likely. So, bullish case, 31% upside. Bearish case, if you lose this little box of hope, you could see this thing falling 67.97% as a possibility. I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know exactly where it's going. These are just the probabilities and odds. Let's go check in on that Bitcoin short of mine. Well, we're almost back into the green. What a weird night. What a weird night. If anybody wants to join me on this Bitcoin short, yeah, you can join right now and we'd be at the same price. Kind of wild. Certain app time, the only chatter over on Vibe, love it. Or in the Vibe on Pumpkin, love it, love it. Appreciate it. No problem, Matthew, no problem. Yeah, the only worry is if I'm right about Bitcoin and it could see that like 8% or 10 or no 11% downside, that's where things like Griffin, they're gonna get left at the wayside. You're just gonna see people indiscriminately selling this thing off out of just pure panic. And oof, it gets bad. It gets really bad. But yeah, you're still below the 200, so gotta be wary of this. But that low stochastic, that looks pretty nice. The higher low looks even better. Let's see if we can hold on. See if we can hold on. Alrighty, moving on. We have honey. Honey. Let's go to the 4 hour. This is not the chart I looked at before, is it? This is the chart I looked at before. I like the bullish divergence on the 4 hour. I like the higher low. I really like the higher low. This is giving you hope. It's giving you that grade A hopium. Any coins you trade so much, you have a sense of range trading very easily. No. Anytime I do my trades and whatnot, I always mark up the chart a lot. And then usually I have to look at it with fresh eyes. So I'll just clear off all previous work. So if it's been like ranging or something, I think something's wrong with my TA. So then I usually clean the chart and look at it from a fresh new angle. And I go from the weekly down to usually the 15-minute, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So no, I don't have any that I trade that frequently where I'm just like, I know this one's movements. I know this asset. I realize in crypto, I tried to do that before. Ugh. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. There's a level of boring that I'm willing to have, but I'm not willing to have that level of boring. I'm just not. I'm constantly staring at the exact same chart day in and day out. I might as well just go to work. No, don't want to do that. I understand there's plenty of YouTubers out there that basically say like, oh, you should only trade like 5 different tokens so you can understand their movements. I disagree. TA is TA. It should work on all the charts. If you have to solely focus on charts that you're comfortable with, I don't get it. I can understand if between Monday through Friday you only want to trade Ethereum and Bitcoin. I totally understand. Because Wall Street's playing with that, it's a little easier to read. There's a lot of volume coming into it thanks to the ETFs. I totally get it. But like for instance, my trade with Bitcoin right now, the only time I like to trade Bitcoin, I'm on really high leverage. I'm on 150x. Because it just doesn't move that fast. So like something like Honey here, I would like to trade this one. It's like, oh, your next leg up. You're looking for 5%. Great. But it's probably going to exceed that like crazy. And then the next leg up, after you get a nice bullish back test at 25432, it might look something like this over here, where it's like, oh, we're going to get an 82% run to the upside. Like, oh shit, great. And then I could play that. It's a lot more exciting for me. But no, dude, I'm also one of those weird people where it's like in the morning, each morning on my large account, I'll go for like a 30% trade. I'll make the trade and then I leave that account alone for the rest of the day. And then I just try and grow my other accounts. Yeah, most of the time, all that you guys see is me trying to grow accounts. That's all you really ever see. So yeah, this is what I see out of Honey right now. If we manage to break this crazy downtrend right here, then I'll have a lot better things to say about this. But yeah. Where's take profit on Bitcoin? It is 104,974. Right down there. So right now for Honey, I can see anywhere between 5, possibly 30% upside. If things get bullish, you're going for the third touch more than likely. So Honey, that was Honey. Let's check out Aave. Did you say Aave or Ave? I mean, I know I wrote it down, but did I write it wrong? Nope, you said Ave. The closer said Ave. It's wild. Yeah, Ave's a weird one. Ave's a really weird one. If I clear this stuff out real quick, you're gonna see what I mean. Like you're in between two levels right now. If we go to the daily, it's kind of like, should we be going down? Because I had it marked out like this. I could easily bring it up here, and it's like we could rally all the way up here and still be in this downtrend. Your daily is showing plenty of bearish divergence. Plenty of bearish divergence, and you just got your first lower high. So Ave could pull back, but then you have this level of support sitting right here that's holding you up. Ave's really strange to me. Really strange to me. Here's your current downtrend though, that you'd like to break above. You're going to be getting a golden cross pretty soon here. So things do look bullish for Ave. I don't know what Ave's been doing lately, but they've been really bullish lately. Like, really bullish. You also have an uptrend that you're still maintaining. So that's also another point in Ave's direction. You're still maintaining this uptrend. So as long as you don't break this uptrend, you're kind of just chilling right now. But it's looking like in the next day or two, we're going to get some resolution. Are we pulling back or not? If we do pull back, I'd be looking for 202 for support. And noted, that could take weeks. Because of how high your downtrend is, you could fall down, bounce around in here all the way to like July 11th. And then fall down. So, we'll see what Ave does. I don't think it's going to do much for a little while until the whole market starts pumping up again. Yeah, Ave's an interesting one, to say the least. I would suspect bleeding down to 202. You broke it, you never formally backtested it. It would make sense to come down, backtest it, then pop back up to the upside. And then you can start making a test at that 291, maybe even breaking to the upside and trying to go for this 473. But until all that stuff happens, I would think you're going to pull back. That's just a thought. It doesn't have to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell the future, sadly. But, yeah, that's what I think Ave is going to do. 4 hour making that lower high. It's giving you reasons to go short. Which, noted, is usually when, oh, you should probably go long, and then when it pops up above everyone's stop losses, they're going to be sitting right here at 261, then go short. But neither here nor there. Okay. Have we tried looking at this before? I feel like we've been here. No, we haven't. Okay. We have not. See if we can get some levels on the daily. You'll already have bearish divergence on the daily, but I can tell it's an extraordinarily low market cap. So, just keep in mind, there's basically no data, so whatever I'm about to say, 99% of the time, it will be wrong. So, just a heads up there. Just a heads up. Don't hold my analysis here to any relative like, oh, this could be right, because noted, very little data. Very, very little data. But yeah, you are getting major bearish divergence. You still have not made a lower high, so you're going to just expect the price to keep going up until that happens. Currently speaking, I guess we could bring it all the way down to the bottom. Why not? I see what's going on here. That's better. Jesus. It's like, why does that look so weird? So, here's what it looks like on regular compared to log. This thing's in the stratosphere. There is absolutely no reason to be looking at this. This looks terrible. You've had bearish divergence since down here. I guess let's bring it up to the top. You got into that golden retrace zone already. So if you consolidate and start running again, 4230 would be the target. Yeah, if you go down, you have support down here. 367. It's really all you got. Like, there's nothing else to analyze. It's too new. It's way too new. So good luck on this one. No idea what it's going to do. Hopefully you get that 116% move to the upside. Not something I would be playing in, personally. Would not be playing in it. Yo, what's up, Jen? How you doing? Alright, we're looking at deep. Deep on the 4 hours, showing bullish divergence, and it could be a higher low. This is a nice start to a possible trend reversal. You broke out of the downtrend. Sweet. So as of right now, I'd be looking at two separate areas in which price could go. So first one, we're just looking at golden retrace, which would be about a 30% rise out of this if it catches the bids. 4 hour actually looks really good for it. Checking out the longer time frame, you could find yourself getting all the way up to 36.24. So you could do that. 154% upside is a possibility. What the fuck? My sub didn't renew? Yeah, Jim, you just don't like it. You just don't like it, man. You need wife changing money? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, getting back into the corn. Bitcoin. So we did have a lot of bullish divergence here on the 5 minute. If we set a higher low here, I need to get out of my short. But the fact that we have found so much resistance at this level is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Hoover, no problem at all. I've been so busy, I have it fixed soon. I missed the streams and the lads. Jin, we miss you too. We miss you too. Actually, I wouldn't even look at it like that anymore. So we broke our uptrend for Bitcoin, and this kind of resembles what a rising wedge would be. I might want to move my profit-taking level. I would not do that, guys. It was a joke. Chill out. We stick to our trading plan. We never deviate. Never deviate. We could see a 1.55% move to the downside for Bitcoin, bringing us back down to $103,987 based off the rising wedge idea. Cool. 15-minute really does want to keep on dumping on us. That's nice. That's great. Love it. Love it. Nobody wanted those spot gains. Nobody wanted it. Filling the CME future gap. Is that where the gap is? I mean, that would be funny if it fills the gap like that. Like, well, TA said we had to. TA did it. TA did it. $104.2. Yeah, that would fill it. That certainly would fill it. I would get all deep like. That would fill its little cream receiver. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Oh, by the way, guys, so I don't know how many of you are on TikTok, but I think I figured out how people are making those AI Bigfoot videos. So I think we can have some fun with that. I'm going to be testing it out probably tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning. Oh god, yeah. What if we got Bigfoot TA? You think people would respond to that? Or, oh my god, Bigfoot XRP hater? Yes! This might be the best. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to make these little oh my gosh, that's gonna be amazing. Stay tuned on the TikTok. It's gonna be absolutely great. Oh no. Yeah, we are still in this Bitcoin short. Let's just move this over a little bit. Oh, the orbs. The orbs are saying the next profit taking level is going to be 105.305. Let's see if the orbs get it right. Just waiting for Bitcoin to either roll over 95K or fake out and liquidate shorts. Boring until then. You're absolutely right. I mean, I'm in this trade for 0.54%. I'm not even thinking it's going to go that far. It's literally a 0.54%. Such a joke. I should move this into profit, though, now that we're finally breaking this level that was acting as support at 105.440. Probably should do that. Or I just bring it down to break even. Let's find out this week on Dragon Ball Z. Kind of like this. I kind of like this. I kind of like that. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Well, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Yeah, we're going to lower that stop loss down to here. 105.45. Lowering the stop loss. 105. What is it? 545. 545. 545. Now we have the possibility of losing 9%. So, you know what? That's a lot better than before. It's a lot better than before. We might have to get down to business to defeat the Huns. Oh boy. It's coming for my stop loss. I jinxed myself. We're toast. We're toaster strudel. We're done. I'm gonna need that McDonald's application. Maybe they'll hire me. As long as the riots didn't steal too much from them, you know. A lot you can do with some frozen protein patties. Did we ever find out what McDonald's makes their burgers out of? This is an honest question right now. Did we ever figure that out? Because I know they got in trouble a few times for not having, like, beef. They had weird stuff. Like, I think one of the things I saw was worms. I was like, what? Worms? Golly. Oh, I guess I should probably pay attention to this downtrend we got on the 1 minute, huh? This could take a while. How's the riot in LA, Porky? Is it true what's happening on the news? It was live coverage. Foos Monkey, thank you so much for the sub. How are you doing today? I know it's going to take you about 5 minutes to be able to say anything, but I do appreciate you being here. Yeah, it was live coverage. I would think yes. I mean, people already act like complete ridiculousness out in LA. I would not imagine them being fake reports. But if I'm being honest, you guys knew about the riots out there before I did. I had to call up my buddies who were in LA, and they're like, yeah, people are acting like idiots. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. Fake news? Fast Trade, do you think the riots were fake news? Bro, they were lighting cars on fire. Live streaming futures trading from downtown LA sounds like an interesting afternoon. That would, no. I don't like LA already. I would never go out there for anything. You know, it's funny. During the BLM riots out in Portland, Oregon, there were some people who were trying to say, like, no, that's all fake news. And I was like, it's live coverage. What are you talking about? It's all AI? Oh, gosh. No, luckily I have friends who live in the area. And they're like, no, people are really acting like fools. I'm just not driving anywhere this weekend. I was like, wow, really? Dang. That's too bad. Can I check Pengu? Yeah, we can do a little recap on Pengu. Let's get out to the 1 hour time frame to look at it. Pengu. Maybe one day I'll learn how to type. Jeez. Jan 6th, they stormed the Capitol, and there is casualties, peaceful protests. Now they protest in LA, no deaths, and it's a riot. Crazy. Yeah. I just love how there's some, what the, hold on, what was this? Okay. Pengu, still looking like you might see some upside. You're hanging on to that support. You're currently broken out of the downtrend. Great. Let's just bring this down a little bit. Now there's a possibility of 44% upside. Let's go, Pengu. As long as you maintain this level of support while you're broken out, you're doing just fine. Your 1 hour looks good. Your 4 hours trying to reset. So it's going to take a lot of time. And we're going to need some good data coming out this week. Otherwise, you just set a lower high and you could continue going to the downside because you're kind of broken out. You're not like really broken out. It's not a substantial breakout. So if you decide to fall right back in, bearish side, you could come down to 7318. So if things do go down, could be that. You're going to 100x Pengu? Well, if you're going to 100x it, I would say go short. Let's think about meme coins. Everybody wants to go long. Go short. You had a buy signal, and you basically just ruined the buy signal. I'd go short. Want to check out Pope? On that note, can I check out Mastar? Sure. Sure. Well, we can check out Strategy. Looks like we found some resistance, and we are making a lower high. So there's a possibility we pull back a little bit more. I'd look for support at 314 if we do continue to the downside. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, like 813 looks real nice. Still a possibility. 813. Just got to get that nice little breakout to the upside. As long as you stay above 314, the dream is alive. The dream is alive. Whoops. Pope looks like it's going to 0. Not much else to say. You're down 67%. I don't know what to tell you. Have I done whiff yet? No, not at all. Hey everybody, you're from Chicago, currently clawing back from Pepe. Nice. What's up, Foosmucky? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Also, anybody who's new here, we do have a free Discord. Links in the description below. It also pops up in chat periodically. You guys can join if you like. It's a great place. Great place. Great short. I mean, whoever shorted the 66% downside, killing it. Killing it. Whiff for Amir. Which, the best part about Amir, guys, Amir is a member. Amir is a member. Everyone remember that. Amir is a member. He was probably the most reluctant of the members, but he is now a member. He came kicking and screaming. Alright, whiff looks good on the daily. On the 4 hour, looks like a bit of consolidation is underway. Bit more consolidation. What you really need is another higher low, or even just match this low down here at 785. If you can stay in this uptrend, you're looking fantastic for the possibility of like 32% upside. Let's go! Exactly. Chicago. Oh, you don't like Chicago. That's pretty funny. Chicago represent! Alright, alright. Is Chicago pizza the one where they put the sauce on top of everything? Is that Chicago pizza? Or is that something else? Whiff on a longer term. Thing looks crazy. Longer term for whiff, you're looking at $1.92. As long as you maintain this uptrend, you could very well see your dreams come true. 117% upside. You got half of Pope short. Not gonna long. Let the gods decide. That's pretty funny. Yes, but no. Oh, really? It's the thick one? Oh, okay. Deep dish, best pizza. Okay, alright, alright. Oh, I didn't know I was gonna start a turf war here. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's what we serve to relatives from out of town. That's pretty funny. Go Bears. Oh. Duh, Bears. Duh, Bears. Duh, Bears. Go on to 1 minute. Wow, that 1 minute stochastic reset real fast. Real fast. Let's see how close we are to my stop. Oh boy. That thing's hunting my stop loss now. It's hunting. It wants it. See how the short's going? We're only up 3% now. How quickly the tides change. I remember all throughout high school, one of my buddies was a Cubs fan. And I didn't follow baseball, so I didn't understand what he was saying. But anytime somebody tried to say he was a bandwagoner, he's like, "Bro, I'm a Cubs fan." And I was like, I don't understand. Are you flexing? I'm confused. TMF BBWI? No. I say long Pope, to be honest. Go Cubs. That's pretty funny. BBWI. BBWI. No, those aren't generally on the roster. 106 years, no championship, and the Cubs are set to win it this year. Oh yeah? Lau Malnati's Pizzeria in Chicago is the bomb. Okay. I don't know. I've tried some Chicago style pizza where the sauce was on top. It felt messy, you know? Just felt like I was creating a mess. I really needed napkins. It was not the best enjoyment for pizza for me. I will say it was surprisingly felt less greasy. That was the big surprise that I had. Locals eat tavern style, and it's like New York, but the crust is thicker and the cut into squares. Oh, got it. I didn't realize that had a term, tavern style. That's kind of cool though. That's kind of cool. TMF. Most bullish coin for the night? DZ, if Bitcoin's going down, I'm not bullish on shit. Maybe Aave. Aave probably. Never had that before, but info like a saucy pizza. You like saucy pizzas? You know, when I was younger, I tolerated them a lot more, but if the sauce is like the driving factor and none of the toppings, I could go without, you know? I could just go without. The older I get, the more I feel that way. Check out Aave. Yeah, check out Aave. It's like the only thing in the green right now. So if the market goes green, Aave will be up like 5% and nobody will know why. Aave is just so strong. TMF. TMF. Oh, we falling. We are falling. In the worst type of way, actually. We had bullish divergence, and then we invalidated bullish divergence with a lower high. Huh. You like thin crust? Yeah, I'm starting to like thin crust more and more. What are my thoughts on AI and it possibly killing us in our lifetime? 1 in 6 say the experts. 1 in fucking 6. I don't think it would be very hard to kill off humanity. As I see things like the riots in LA, people are fucking dumb. They're dumb. So, yeah, I don't really feel any bad type of way. Just, you know what? If we're building our demise, hey, we can go out with a bang at least. Hopefully it's going to be like that one movie where they blamed AI for dropping a nuke on Los Angeles. Hopefully it'll be like that. You know, we get incinerated in our cars. That'd be great. I just don't want to feel it, you know? I have no thoughts on it, if I'm being honest. All I know is that I need to stay in pretty decent shape. I need to have a good little artillery and be hard to kill. That's the goal. That's the goal in life. We could be coming down to 2778 for this one. TMF. Could be coming down. Bro, we killing ourselves. Yeah, I mean, microplastics alone. We're doing a really good job of it, too. It's kind of amazing. Because we'll have people fighting to continue killing ourselves. It's absolutely amazing. I love the human race. Hopefully a new CEO stops the share dilution. That'd be nice. Only reason I say that, DZ. Oh, talking to DZ. Got it. Say fuck the world. I got guns and let the end come if it comes. Exactly. Just be hard to kill. Just be hard to kill. I love restaurant frozen spinach pizza. Oh no. You know, if it's a Canadian thing, oh weird. It's pronounced Illuminati. Oh man. Is it really? Illuminati's is wow. Thin crust with olive oil crust. I don't think I've ever had that. I don't think I've ever had that. Bath and Body Works. Oh boy. I thought they filed bankruptcy. I thought they were done. This looks like bearish consolidation to me. You have 3 consecutive lower highs. I think the party's over. You're about to dump, baby. I think the party's over. Here's your possible move. If you do get bearish, $10.01 could be coming your way. Let's check the weekly, though. Let's check your weekly. Yeah, this doesn't look good. You tried to break back above your 200, and then you get 1 bearish backtest, 2 bearish backtests. You only get so many tries. Third strike, you're out. I'm guessing 10.01 is your next target, and we'll see if we hold that. Looks like you're going down, buddy. Looks like you're going down. You're trying to maintain a level of support. I'll give you that. You also are trying to put in some bullish divergence on the weekly. I'll give you that. I just don't know how it's going to keep trying to go up. Colt migrate to that? Who knows? Who knows? Thin crust with olive oil crust. You know, it's funny. I'm out here in Southern California. I remember everybody was hyping up this place called Pieology. I think everybody was high when they went there. That place, not great. It was like bland, boring. Ugh, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. If any protester gets in front of my car, it'll be bowling pins. Smart move. Smart move. Peter, thank you so much for the 99-cent super chat. CTX. All right, we'll check it out. CTX. Probably shouldn't look at the 5-minute for this one. Well, let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour. CTX losing support. That's not ideal. That's really not ideal. Because now you're basically confirming you're going to see further downside if you bearishly backtest. CTX, there is a very strong possibility you go down to 143.8 now that you have fallen so far. Get a bearish backtest in here to solidify it. Could be coming down much further. It was good for a year or so. Pieology? Oh, I don't know. I don't know when I went, but like how long it was out before it got bad. I just didn't like it. Could see another 11.3% downside now that you have lost your box of support. Sad part is you tried to hold support, you popped up, and then you just couldn't hang. So that's unfortunate for CTX. I was looking for upside this whole time. I was optimistic. But we fell below 164. I'm very bearish now because we lost support. And not fantastic. Not fantastic. Oh man, I didn't realize Bitcoin's 200 is sitting right here. Oh, hopefully we take profits. Roundtable still rules. Roundtable's not bad. I don't know how to place it though. Like what kind of pizza is that? Ever buy in on something that crossed the EMA and confirmed the uptrend then suddenly created? LA Pizza sucks. I think it's a matter of where you go. Ever buy in on something that crossed the EMA and confirmed the uptrend, then it suddenly created? Yeah, I don't usually wait for that. I needed to cross a level. Um, Estimated moving averages, simple moving averages, they're just moving averages. They're basically depicting where the momentum is going. That's all it is. So to cross one, let's just say you cross, unless it's the 200, I don't actually care if it crosses any. Um, Cratered. Oh, cratered. That's what you said. Wow, I can't read. That's crazy. Yeah, that happens too often. So that's partially why I don't ever trade just across. I need to see, like, I have the simple moving averages on here. So I have the 50 simple and the 200 simple. Like right now, Bitcoin on the 4 hour made a bearish cross, but we happen to be above the 200. Weird shit. But anyways, usually when I see the crosses, I usually start changing my trading style based to that. So right now there is a bearish cross for Bitcoin. I happen to be shorting, but it's all about the levels for me. Or trend lines. So when we break a trend in a direction I think it's going to go, usually I'll go in that direction, whether I'm going long or short. So this one, we broke an uptrend. I automatically am thinking short. Automatically. Just right away. The fact that we had a level here that was acting as support back here, became resistance. Now it can become resistance again. That's really what solidifies going short. If we broke to the upside, okay, now I think that level is going to hold as support, so we can start thinking about going long. That's usually how I play it. But levels and trend lines, levels and trend lines. I'm super basic. And Fibonacci retracement levels. So, I don't know, maybe it's not basic to some, but I think it's basic. 50 and 100, 180 and 365. I don't even look at 180 and 3. What the hell? 180 and 365. That's crazy. I'm taking it. That's the weekly and the yearly. Like, or the monthly and the yearly moving average. Jeez. Have you guys ever had Indian pizza? No, can't say I have. Indian pizza. Do they put like curry powder on it and stuff? Or whatever that like random hot nonsense is that they have? Some Indian food, I swear, they're trying to just like burn your stomach acid. It is wild how hot they can get. Commonly used to track monthly health on the Dow. Got it. I need to get. I really do need to focus up and get into the stock world. I'm hoping by the time like I really try to pull the trigger on the stock world, crypto tokenizes the whole stock world, so I don't have to worry about it. But man, also it'd be nice if I could find somewhere that stock trading had perpetuals. That would be great. I haven't checked it on Pumpkin in a long time. Dang. It's like we go live in Pumpkin just to have it running at this point. That is crazy. You tried trading stocks, but it's so slow and boring. Honestly, whenever I see these day traders for the stock market, they must be on like the 1 second chart. Because those charts are moving. Stock equals Coke crypto equals crack. Oh, got it. Got it. You know, Coke used to have crack in it. Or at least cocaine. So I guess that's penny stocks. Coke original. Gotta look for high volume. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you know, trading Bitcoin God, this is boring. This is boring right here. We have been in this trade since before stream started. Over 2 hours. I got in this trade on the 5-minute time frame. It started going the right direction. It had to get a back test, I guess. And now it's continuing to the downside. But it's like, dang, dude. This is taking a long time. And we're only up 20%. This is 150x. This is ridiculous. Futures contracts and indexes often have high liquidity and volume, hence why you see people trading them. Also, easier to predict moves in an index than an individual company. I could see that. I could see that. I've been pumping a lot more into crypto. Has lately, though, to be honest. I've been pumping a lot more than crypto. Oh, you took that one back. Okay. Stocks have been pumping more than crypto? You're right. They have. So if you're day trading stocks, do you need a lot of money? Do they just do calls and puts? I don't know. If you turn the Coke can, there's a guy with a straw doing a rail. I don't have a Coke can. Oh, wait. I have a Coke bottle. I guess I need a can. I don't see it. Dang it. Stocks have been pumping a lot harder than crypto, though, lately. Also, it's free trade stocks. Crypto charges you a lot for transaction fees. Wait, what? Really? I don't know. Last time I even looked at the stock market and stuff, they were charging per trade every single time you want to buy or sell. And it was something ridiculous, like $15 on E-Trade. It was awful. You can honestly game the options, premium, and calls puts based on PCC and the VIX to get higher exposure to the underlying asset without directly buying the stock. Wow. People also often go with ITM because the risk to reward ratio is forgiving. Sweet. Stocks crash from tariffs, so they were just rebounding, not pumping. Okay, Rich. All right. Mr. Parade Raider out here. Rich. Problem with stocks is it takes several days because you have to settle after you sell. Crypto is instantaneous. Yeah, that's weird. So it takes... that lag time would be awful. Depends on the brokerage. Oh. Depends on the brokerage. Dude, you were trading RH? Yeah, I'm thinking with stocks, though, it would feel more comfortable with larger amounts of money because there's just so much money in the stock market rather than the crypto space. So I'll tell you, if I ever put in, like, let's just say a $7,000 or a $10,000 trade, I get nervous as soon as I hit whatever direction it is. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get hunted. Oh my god, this exchange is gonna come after me. Like, ugh, it sucks. You only have to wait for money to settle if you're on a margin account. If you're on a regular account, there's no waiting. Oh yeah, that's where you need like 25 grand in there or something, though. Is that right? All the stock and crypto is taking too long to be rich. I think Damien and I have a better chance of just picking up a cougar or a sugar mama. You guys are wild. I've never traded a stock. I should have. Jim, give me the lowdown, says Rich. I don't think Jim's the one to give a lowdown on stock trading. He's in it for the long haul. I mean, he just mentioned the CSCO thing. He's been in it for like 25 years. or longer. I don't know. Long time. He's done both. Stick to popular futures contracts. Study ITM, OTM, track PCC and VIX to game your premium. Trading individual stocks like futures is like watching paint dry. I bet. He's done both. But has made trades. It's all about the process. It's all about the process. You can't say trade stocks because you have to wait 3 days after you sell a stock unless you disclose to them you are a day trader. You also can't day trade a retirement account like an IRA. Wow. So many rules. Golly. So many rules. This is why I like crypto. We don't have those rules. You don't have to wait on a regular account. Amir says you don't have to wait. You know, I just don't know what to believe. I'm going to have to trade more crypto to find out. They start tokenizing all the assets. I'm going to be extremely excited. Alright guys, I'm actually getting tired. I'm getting tired. Again, depends on the type of account and the brokerage. I like crypto too. Stocks is too much. More likes than viewers feels weird. Hey, that's good. That's a good start. That's a good start. I'll be back tomorrow because that happened. I'll be back tomorrow. This is a like-based economy. The more likes, the more likely I come back. The less likes, see you on Tuesday and Thursday. When you day trade, you have to pay taxes. That's why you can't day trade on tax advance account like an IRA. You mean like a Roth IRA, right? Because IRAs, they're tax deferred. They're not pre-taxed. Roth IRAs are pre-taxed. I do know that much. The tax deferral, it's pretty fun. No problem, Vic. No problem, Vic. But yeah, I'm getting tired, guys. I'm gonna get on out of here. Right now, it just looks like Chop City. Maybe we see a little bit more downside. Who knows? Maybe we pump up tomorrow. We're looking forward to, as the chat has mentioned tonight, CPI data, as well as some other things. And then next week, and the jobless claims. And then next week we have the FOMC meeting. Well, not this week now, but next week coming. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for the stream, Porky. Have a good night. Have a good night, DZ. Have a good night. I sell from my E-Trade account, IRA and 401k. I have to wait. With crypto, I sell it, shows up immediately, minus fees. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Isn't Kraken teaming up with Solana and tokenized stocks? If they do that, I'll be super excited about that. But you get taxed 60% for your gains as long-term gains tax and 40% as short-term capital gains. That's terrible. You take all the risk and they're like, we made money, not you. We did. It's like, gosh. It's like the mafia. It's terrible. Yes, IRA, exactly. I was too lazy to say Roth. Got it. Okay, I gotcha. They're banking on Solana doing it. I'll be dead before they're done. Oh no. Oh no. Alright guys, well, make sure you keep your stop losses tight. Make sure you don't get chopped up in this market. Hopefully in the morning we get a solid direction of where we're going. As of right now, it does look like Bitcoin on the shorter time frames, we have a possibility of dropping down to, I would say, 103,977 based off of the idea of a rising wedge here. Who knows, maybe we just catch some bids at 104,563. Then we start moving back up. We'll see what happens. Either way, I'm going to leave this short open because I've moved my stop loss down to only losing 9%. Therefore, I don't actually care about this trade anymore. I'm just seeing if it executes. If you're not a part of the Discord, guys, please join the Discord. It's a great place to be. A lot of like-minded individuals. I also post trade setups whenever I see them. Just lately, the market's been a little weird, so I haven't posted really any trade setups. The only thing that's in there is my members are seeing when I get in trades, and I'm guessing at this point they're thinking I'm getting stopped out non-stop because I've been forgetting to say when I take profits. But anyways, I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna go to sleep. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic evening or day wherever you might be. Kay, say hey. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I do appreciate you, man. But yeah. Anyways, get some rest. Be ready for tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be an exciting Monday. Mondays lately have been pump days. Tuesdays have been a lot of lackluster days. Let's see if they keep that train rolling. So let's see what happens. There's no reason not to have multiple account types. Have a plan. That's fair. That's fair. Taxes are crazy unless you're over 65 and actually retiring. Oh, okay, all right. Structure it to discourage you from taking money out early. Yeah, that's wild. Godly. They're just out here to make more money. Gosh, how the rich stay rich. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. Deuces, everybody. Appreciate each and every one of you. Take it easy.